The most awaited book of 2018 is finally here. It is the 13th book of the Diary of the Wimpy Kids series, and it is, drumroll please, the Meltdown. And I've been waiting more than 6 months to get this book, and finally it is here. And I finished this book in about 1 day, and today I'll be sharing this book with you guys. So stay tuned to find out more about this phenomenal book. Welcome back on NPStation. It was October the 30th, and that day was when I was getting the Meltdown. So I came from school in a rush, and I still saw the book hadn't come yet. So all I was doing was sitting on my couch, looking out of the window, and waiting for the mailman to come and deliver my book. And finally, he came, and I ran out the door, got my book, opened the package, and started reading. And I really wanted to finish this book on the day it came. So my parents had to serve me dinner, and I was reading in one hand and eating in the other. And it got too late for me to go to sleep, so I went to sleep and woke up really early in the morning to start reading the rest of the book. And I finished the book before I went to school. And I had a great day at school, and I couldn't wait to come back home and share this book with you guys. So if you guys don't know, I am a huge Diary of the Wimpy Kid fan, and I have reviewed mostly all the Wimpy Kid books on my channel. And if you have not checked them out, please do, because I am sure you will love them. So this book is very different than the other books in the Wimpy Kids series, because this book mostly talks about Greg's neighborhood. So how about I tell you how Greg's neighborhood looks like? Well, Greg lives on Surrey Street, and Surrey Street is actually divided into 2 parts. One of the parts is the higher street, which is where Greg lives, and is basically on a hill, and then the second part is the lower street, which is basically the flat ground. The kids that live on the lower street love the summer because they get to play so many sports. They get to play catch without the ball rolling down the hill, because that's the problem with the higher street. But the higher street kids love the winter because they can go sledding. And just a quick fact you should know, there's a huge rivalry with the higher street kids and the lower street kids, and that causes a war. So it's a cold, snowy day, and the higher street kids decide to have their own snowball fight among themselves. So they get their forts ready, they have some flags, and they start the battle. But in the middle of their battle, once they turn their backs, they find out that the lower street kids are now sledding down their hill. So now it's like too late to stop them. But Greg gets a great idea. He says to all of his friends that they can build a huge wall, so once the lower street kids climb back up to go one more time down the hill for sledding, they're not going to go down because they have a huge wall blocking them. So Greg and his friends go all the way down the hill. They gather all the snow, and also they use recycling bins because they need those to make the wall even more firm. So finally they build a wall, and they also have icicles sticking out of the wall to make it even more fierce. So once the kids come back up the hill, they are so surprised. And once they reach the wall, the higher street kids start showering them with snowballs. They start throwing snowballs everywhere. And the higher street kids send all the other ones running down the hill. But 10 minutes later, the lower street kids come stomping up the hill with all of their armor ready and all their weapons to defeat the wall. Because they literally have shields, they have ladders, they have masks, and even shin guards. So they're ready, and they get their ladders on the wall. But thanks to Rowley, he had a plan. In his pocket, he had a bottle full of hot chocolate powder. So what he did when the kids started climbing up the ladder to defeat the wall, Rowley sprinkled some hot chocolate powder in all the kids' eyes. And it went in their eyes and they got so annoyed that they fell off the ladder. But after this, they had so many other strategies to knock down this wall. And they eventually kind of gave up. And I am not going to reveal what happens after this big event. I want you guys to get this amazing book and read it yourselves, because I'm also sure you will love the pictures that go with the story. And I really hope you enjoyed this book review, and please get this book. And also check out my other videos of the Wimpy Kids series. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do like my videos and share with all of your amazing friends. And this winter, I'll be planning to have a huge snowball fight in my neighborhood. Bye!